Dan Illman, Mike Beard, the feature race at Los Alamitos on Saturday is the $100,000 Soviet Problem Stakes for 2-year-old fillies. Let's take a look at the field for race number 8 at Los Alamitos on Saturday. Logical favorite is the 8, Been Studying Her. She has won 3 of 4. She beat 4 of these common rivals last time out. She's going to have to master 2 turns.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose you have to worry about that at a short price. But based on her overall form, she's way the horse to beat.
And she's got tactical speed as well. This is an intriguing group. Been Studying Her has tried 2 turns one time. You could actually simply argue she was overmatched against Bast. The jury's still out as to whether she really wants 2 turns. Timeform US believes that she can be close to the pace. She's the number 8 as we see on the pace projector. She might be in a prime position sitting off the 7, Cholula Lips. And Cholula Lips, I think distance is a question mark.
Yeah, distance is a question mark, as is, she has that one figure back from her second career start that hasn't turned out to be that predictive of her overall ability.
So the 7, the 8, the 5, and the 2, the first 4 horses on your Timeform US pace projector. That's how they expect it to be after the first half mile. We'll begin with Warrior's Moon, who's won at a mile, but she's won on a mile on turf, and she had a really nice trip, I thought, to boot in winning.
I thought so too. Turf to dirt off of a win, though. You don't worry about distance for her. She's got a very good post in this race. We'll just see if she can up her game, because she's going to have to.
Beaten by Smiling Shirley, finished behind No Cherry Like My Cherry on dirt. Warrior's Moon, as Mike says, must improve. The 2 is Smiling Shirley, who I thought ran fine behind Been Studying Her last time out in the Golden State Juvenile. I think she can take a step forward. You see those Smiling Tigers, though, you wonder how far they're going to want to go, but at least I like the incremental increases in distance, 5 to 6 to 7. I think she gets the mile if she gets the right trip.
Yeah, that would be my concern, the distance for this horse, is whether she's going to continue to improve with more distance. So far, they've handled it perfectly. I actually like all of her races. She looks like she's just getting better with racing. We'll see about the distance.
I think California Kook's got a big shot in here for trainer Peter Miller. Went turf to dirt to win her maiden last time out, going a mile. We're going to watch the race right now. This horse came from last. She's already in front. There was not a ton of pace on. 49 and 3 for the half, 15 for 6 furlongs. California Kook ran by them all to win. I think the blinkers, the Lasix made all the difference in the world. We know she likes the distance. She's got a lot of upside.
Yeah, I mean, she ran well in this race, I thought. And you're right, they made all the changes there. Switched surfaces, put blinkers on her, added the Lasix. She did the rest. It was a very convincing win.
Jodie Faster, both of her dirt starts, very good. She's a neck away from being 2 for 2 on dirt. She is a little bit slow. You get the feeling, though, that maybe there's something here. Let's watch her win last time out at Del Mar on November the 17th for trainer Phil D'Amato, and she's got nowhere to go, and she alters course all the way to the outside, and now she's going to come with a run, and we would say, hey, this is a pretty good second. Maybe we can make her a horse to watch on out of the gate, but no. She destroys those plans because she runs right by this 5 to 2 shot to win. That's a lot of moxie to win for a 2-year-old getting into all kinds of trouble. I think the distance is within her scope. There's something here with this filly.
I like both of her dirt races. Obviously, they're too slow for her to beat this field, but she's the kind of horse that I feel like you just look at her and think, you know what, she's better than that. She didn't have a ton of trouble in that race. She got clear with plenty of time, but she came with a nice run to close it down. I thought she ran well last time. She's a sleeper at 15 to 1.
Phoenix Tears, the number 5, improved by leaps and bounds at 116 to 1 last time out on turf. I'm not sure that's saying much because the 5 previous starts on dirt, the best buyer speed figure was a 16, maybe a pace presence for a quarter mile or so.
Maybe.
The number 6 is No Cherry Like My Cherry. This horse was second to California Kook last time out. We saw that race. I thought she ran fine. I think she's taking slow steps forward. I also think she has to take a big step forward if she's going to win this race.
Yeah, she's just hard to get behind. A maiden on the way in. She's already been beaten by a couple of these, and it hasn't really been that close.
We talked about Cholula Lips in the pace projector segment, and we think she should be able to make the lead. And that was a good clip that she was going last time out, going 7 when no match for Been Studying Her, but you just look at it, Been Studying Her has her number right now.
Yeah, she does. That was a good pace last time, though, so maybe you want to give this horse a little bit of extra credit just for being close to it. We'll see what happens. She has that 78 from the debutante at Churchill, but other than that, it just doesn't look like she's really that kind of horse.
Thought Been Studier and her has looked good in all 3 of her wins, including this Golden State Juvenile. I mean, she was a little bit further back. She made this 3-wide move on the far turn to take over the lead, and she's just off to the races, and she's really never threatened as the favorite. She's now earned 72 buyers in her last 3 races, and when you look at the top of the pedigree and you see the fast Anna, I think you get a little bit concerned about the mile. you hope that the Kitten's Joy on the bottom sort of mitigates that a little bit.
Yeah, you do. And you just hope that she can hold her form. Even if she doesn't improve stretching out to the mile around 2 turns, you just hope that she could at least hold her form. Because that was basically a much the best win there against a bunch of these horses. I thought Smiling Shirley ran well to be second behind her because she was very wide in the race. But this horse was she won that race very easily last time.
Warren's Showtime, the 9, was third in the race we just saw, and she is a stakes winner on the turf. I think they wanted to see whether she could transfer that good turf form to dirt, and she basically ran the same race from a speed figure standpoint. She's the kind of filly, though, that I think needs the pace to heaten up a little bit because she can come with a run.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. She's going to want some hitting up in front and then just try to make a big run into it. I guess the real problem with looking at her that way is she had a pretty good pace in front of her last time, and she was never a real threat.
Always a factor, didn't really break very well in the Golden State Juvenile. After that, kind of only passed some tired horses in the stretch. It's probably too early to give up on her, but I actually kind of liked her race on the turf.
Me
2
too.
starts back. She's kind of a sneaky filly. The factors can run on turf. I want to watch out for her on the grass down the road.
That's how I looked at her, too. I like her a lot better on the grass.
Let's take a look at our top pick for the $100,000 Soviet Problem Stakes. She's going to have to go 2 turns. She's been good thus far, and I think better than these horses. Been studying her. I think if she comes close to any of her last 3 races, at least from a figure standpoint, I think she's too good for this field. We look at it pretty much the same way. 8-2-9-3 for me, 8-2-3-9 for you.
Yeah, I just wasn't going to worry about the distance yet for Ben studying her. We'll see if she can handle it. Listen, I like Smiling Shirley's last race, but she's got some ground to make up on that horse.
$100,000 Soviet Problem Stakes. That's your feature at Los Alamitos on Saturday. Approximate post 3:58 Pacific. Good luck.